every Monday, I go through Song Pie and I go through Album Pie. These are albums that folks that have spent a good chunk of time on my Twitch stream have redeemed. Now, the bigger the piece of pie, the longer it has been here, or the more people in my channel have paid to increase the odds, because with albums, you can increase the odds. Now, guys, there are a lot of albums on here. We can only listen to one. Which one is it going to be? I'm kind of hoping for... We haven't seen a small pie hit yet, so I'm kind of hoping. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. This just got added moments ago. That is really cool. I am so happy we just hit one that was literally uploaded moments ago. Guys, who put in the Mars Volta, that particular album? Who put that in there? Go ahead, let yourself be seen. Everybody, oh, Tara, it's Tara? Dude, I've got to, actually, you know what? Hang on. I need everybody to know that my friend Tara is super cool. And it occurred to me a little while ago that I would be able to, hang on. I actually, guys, I met Tara at the Giz concert. This is my friend Tara and I at the Giz concert. This is the person whose album we are going to listen to. Literally, they're wearing a Giz-themed dress. The coolest thing ever. Yeah, so, guys, we're going to hop into the Mars Volta. Is this the one that has Elvia on it? Yes, it is. Okay, so Elvia is a song I know because my cousin Robbie had that. I'm so glad I decided to do the album now because this is a humdinger of an album. So, guys, Francis the Mute, as requested by my friend Tara, who I got to meet at the Giz concert. I love that all just happened so fast. Guys, I'm going to hit the play button on this thing. But before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button because it does go a long way to help me out. And if you really like what you see, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Or join us on Twitch. These people right here are actually the best people in the world. We just want to listen to music together, share ours with you. You share yours with us. That's, it's the best part about doing this thing online is that I have all of these wonderful people to give me suggestions and to share suggestions with. Guys, I'm really excited about this one. I'm told it's out there, Prague. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun. Guys, without further ado, Francis the Mute by the Mars Volta. This came out my freshman year of high school. And shout out to my cousin Robbie, who introduced me to at least the song Elvia. Guys, here we go. Cygnus, Vismund, Cygnus. I hope I said that right. I have not heard Deloused. I love you, Sky. I love this intro. Ooh. Oh, man. These open tuning guitars? Are they tuned in like DADGAD? Turn it up. That's I love that they're singing in Spanish. Dude. This feels like... Okay. We're gonna have a lot to discuss this album, I think. So first of all, please give me some context. Where are they from specifically? Are they from Mexico? Are they from Spain? A kind of Latin-speaking country. I don't know anything about them. So guys, again, anything as far as context would be wonderful. But look at the imagery here. The ocean floor is hidden from your viewing lens. A depth perception languished in the night. All my life, I've been sowing the wounds, but the seeds sprout a lacrimal cloud. I butchered that word, I'm sure. But look at this. I've been sowing the wounds, as in like stitching something, but the seeds sprout. So you're sowing as in like stitching, but also sowing as in planting, right? Like reaping and sowing, kind of sowing. So this is very interesting in that kind of double entendre there. They're Mexican American. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, and by the way, Ink, would you care to translate these words for us? That would be actually wonderful. This is super cool. And again, the transitions, the drums, it feels like this is definitely Rage Against the Machines coded. Like I'm definitely hearing that kind of guitar vibe, like I feel like, Tom Morello sounds for sure. You are going to suffer? Is that what Souffrir is? What is Souffrir? Dude! These harmonies here. Dude! Listen, there's so many sounds here. Listen to this fast drum, but then the bass and how they line up so well. Oh my gosh. You hear that? Virtuous, dude. I can't think of anybody that this vocalist sounds like either. He sounds like him. You hear these dotted eighth guitars behind, like there's these like, I think they're dotted eighth delay guitars behind him. Maybe they're not. I think he's just playing fast. I don't think it's a dotted eighth pattern delay after all. It's so fast, it's hard to pick a lot of it apart. I love this Sangre Sonando. A little bit of Robert Plant, a little bit of Geddy Lee with some Spanish Fly. I could see that potentially. It feels like it'd have to be a true middle though, because it doesn't have the roar of Robert, but it also doesn't have like nearly the nasally squeal of Geddy. There's something there. What do you suppose I couldn't even count that, dude. And just a freight train, man. I'm amazed. Oh, wow. What a soundscape here. These crescendos. This ambience. Oh my gosh, that transition. Holy frig, dude. And now we're kind of in this totally different, not hard screaming, wailing part. Kind of this like psychedelic. Oh my gosh. That sound. It's like they're progressively turning up knobs on like while they're I'm gonna say the word tuning, but I don't mean tuning as in changing the intonation. I mean as in they're like tuning the soundboard or the amp. Listen to this progressively get more and more twangy. It's like they're going more and more tone into a bridge pickup as it goes further and further. And I can't figure out what that reverb is. I'm so amazed. This is such an interesting style of guitar. There's a certain era of Pink Floyd I'm hearing, but without the reverb tails. Oh, the albums are done by the guy that did Floyd's? Wow. With that noise. This tremolo picking here, so Tom Morello coded though. I cannot stop hearing rage. Less so in this part, but there's so many angry parts that has that it just really stands out. Oh man. This soundscape here, as they're kind of progressively building it up, is huge. A more hard rock Phra-men-ma for sure. So Frank Zappa is somebody I'm going to be adding to the album hopper, but I'm trying to figure out where to start with him. And admittedly, I tried to listen to Frank Zappa, I want to say in my earlier 20s. I had just gotten married, so that puts me right around like 25. And I tried to listen because I was really listening to like a lot of Jeff Beck and early days Zeppelin at that time. And I listened to one song and just couldn't get behind it. And so I just kind of stopped. And I feel like maybe I couldn't even tell you what it was I listened to. I just felt like it was weird and off-putting. And I just, I'd listened to Piper at the Gates of Dawn, which connected me to Zappa through internet sleuthing. So there was a lot there that I didn't quite, it was just a rabbit hole I probably wasn't ready to jump into at the time either. But Zappa is somebody that I keep saying I like these certain sounds, and people keep saying like, oh, that's totally Frank Zappa. So I feel like that is a journey, a little side quest I need to take along the way. These squeals. Oh, man. You know... Oh, man. Oh, man. Dude. And we're back to the beginning. Oh my gosh. You know that kid from Greta Van Fleet that everybody says ripped off Robert Plant's voice? I definitely hear the similarities. I mean, shoot, even Robert heard the similarities. But I don't think that he's the only... It's weird, but I think that that kid from Greta Van Fleet sounds more like this guy than he does like Robert Plant. But I don't feel like this guy sounds as much like Robert Plant as the guy from Greta Van Fleet. So I feel like this gentleman is a really good in the middle ground between those two voices. Seriously, a hugely strong start. But I guess what's really interesting to me about his voice, because they're all three very different voices, the three gentlemen I named, but this sounds like in any other style of music, his voice would come off whiny and flimsy because it's, you know, a higher pitched voice that I feel like unless you really uplift that voice, it's going to sound a little brittle. What he can do with his voice is amazing and it's huge. And I know he's going all pipes. And again, his ability to kind of adjust his dynamics on the spot is fantastic. But I think it's the dynamics behind the music that makes his voice more appealing to me. And conventionally speaking, it's not a voice that I would normally find myself being really excited about. So huge. I like that we're still hearing a voice in the midst of all of this. There was a good chunk where you still heard him doing high kind of sounds, which was dope. What is this I'm hearing? This soft bass line is still going. It's like I'm hearing cars, like we're walking through something here. There's actual scenery here, like we're walking somewhere. Da-da-da-da-da-da. These synth arpeggiations. These arps are getting really, really high. Man. So the Mars Volta's only 2 dudes? No, this is definitely like... This is an album for headphone dorks for sure. Like, certainly. 3 dudes? You're telling me that this is a 3-piece? A little bit of like an On the Run kind of vibe from Floyd. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Oh man, what a strong song opener too. Do you guys remember that band, The Bravery? This part right here, just these synths, reminds me of the song, the intro to the song, An Honest Mistake. Their current drummer is a female. That's dope. That really ended as though, like, so I feel like if this is a concept album, this ending is supposed to serve as a transitionary piece between whatever he's investigating and him going to the place that he is investigating, right? Like, I think it's supposed to serve as a scene transition for the concept of the album.
He's got fast in black lungs.
Oh man.
Made of clove splintered shards.
Clove splintered shards. This bass sounds fretless as well. Is it a fretless bass? Oh my gosh. Am I hearing an Evo? I feel like I need to sit up. Oh my gosh. Dude. You are a little bit. You're getting a... This is like, it's a heavier sound to Fake Plastic Trees. bro. Holy sh... Am I the only one that's getting a total vocal bone dog from hearing this part? Bro. What a vocal take. What a presence. What a conviction with that freeze without answer. Okay, do it. Do you hear like the mariachi horns? The guitars are panning. Oh man. Flea played the trumpet on this song too? Dude. I did not know this went that deep. Unbelievable. Yeah, but yeah, the mariachi horn sound in the back. That's Flea? The trumpet? Those hammer-ons. Oh man. Do it. Oh man. And the organ. This is such a creative and awesome endeavor. What a vocal presence and what a descent here. True, I will be sleeping diagonally in my bed tonight, for sure. I always sleep alone, and when I do, I sleep diagonally. These descents of synths at the end are pretty crazy. I feel like it serves as scene transitioning. I feel like we're walking in a downtown place and just hearing an array of noises. In the midst of thought, though, so it's like you're not really comprehending it. It's like they do such cool things with the synths by just playing with the like timings and making them oscillate. The Widow was so good. I think when you look at this song, at this album, for the context of it though, like the idea that it's a concept, these parts don't seem as chaotic. Huh. This is Elvia. This is the one I knew because my cousin Robbie bought this CD when I would have been in, like, I think 8th grade. I was in like 8th grade or 9th grade in 05. I was a freshman, so it would have been, yeah, freshman year of high school for me. Yeah, so we're definitely transitioning. It's like we're walking where we're hearing a car's music. They really do recreate that sound of a bass from a distance well. I probably haven't heard this song since 2005, but it made an impression on me ever since then, at least to remember the name. So are they talking about Elvia being the daughter of Miranda, and like she wants something? I feel like her history is without a mother, or because sin is without, right? So like without a mother. Somebody explain to me the Spanish. Necesito más práctica. That's, I mean, yeah, I know that, Scoots. I speak more than that. All right, let's see how close I was. Where are the where's the translation? I necesito una translación. No. Oh. Daughter of Miranda, your last name is changed. Eyeless, you won't give me a story without my mother. Oh. Without eyes. Golly, they have such... I only have to tell you the pain of night says, only the dress remains. I wash the blood away. Bro. I love his voices, man. Huh? And then we're kind of in this... Wow. Wow.
And with everybody
I'm gonna pause before it rips open again. I feel like what's really cool is I feel like I'm seeing like a Latin-inspired sound comparable to like Rush or to Zeppelin, or perhaps not to Pink Floyd, except for like in more of the ambient soundscapey parts. But I've definitely not invested a lot of time listening to Latin culture rock music, and I think it's really awesome that the Mars Volta brings that to the world. Because I off the top of my head know of any other bands, and this is my ignorance, so again, don't jump on to me. Maybe there's something I'm completely missing, but like I can't think of really that many other hard rock bands that are singing in Spanish and English that are making it over to this side of the country, or like to the States, like to English speaking countries. The Warning is one, but they're not nearly the same kind of music. You know, they're great. I love The Warning. I think that what The Warning is doing right now is very worthy of listening to. But this is a totally different kind of sound, and it's crazy to me because this sound, I think I really could have only told you the name of this song, and I remember that Elvia part, but I can't say that I really remember too much other than that as I'm going through this, because it sounds very different than what my brain remembered. And I think it's kind of funny, like, you know, we're talking over 20 years later, right at 20 years later from the time since I've probably heard it last. 19 years later, we'll say, but it's I don't know. It's a sound that I have an easier time appreciating now for many different reasons. And I feel like when I heard this as a kid, it was just so far above my ability to understand something that wasn't like indie rock or pop punk. You know, this is really, really, really deep and fun and cool and loud and busy and virtuous. And it's just so many cool things put into one thing. Dude. How many layers are in this? Like, how many guitar layers are there here? Like, how many musicians to how many layers? Like, how would they play this live? I'm super interested. Hey, gee, Rick, thanks for coming by. That was not a good Morty, but Rick, you have a good one. Thank you for being by. Oh, John played that? Is it just me, or did you guys kind of hear a little bit of Ann Wilson there? That and this. That. Am I the only one that heard the voice of Heart there? Because I love Heart. I just think it's amazing that a man made the same sound as Ann Wilson did. Do you hear what I'm hearing? Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. And that's not a burn. That's not being like, hey, you sound like a girl. That's really impressive. That's really cool. And I love this little Latin breakdown in the middle, though it seems superfluous to call it a Latin breakdown in the middle of what already appears to be Latin music. So it doesn't feel like the right thing to say. I'm just gonna say I like this breakdown. I'm not familiar with Buena Vista Social Club. Oh, man. Bro, it goes so hard. Yeah, I saw that performance. His vocal editing is really cool. Can you guys tell me, when they toured this, did they tour with the Chili Peppers members that contributed? Or were the Chili Peppers... No, because 2005, I guess they would have been probably in the studio recording, like, the album Snow was on, perhaps. Because I think Snow came out the following year. Or came out maybe 07 or 08. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting mixed up on the time periods, but who were the musicians that they toured with? They had a live band. Okay. So were these two the guys? Does one of them play the drums? One of them play the guitar? Like, can you tell me who does what? Is the singer playing an instrument or just singing? What's happening with these guys? I just did that drummer a dishonor. Just sings. Oh dang, that's awesome, Boar. You hear the vibrato on his voice. I would say tremolo. I think it's actually tremolo, not vibrato. It's like they put his vocal through a tremolo patch. Like an oscillating reverb, maybe, too. Goodness. A mouth-to-mouth on the chalkboard, written in fingernail distaste. Oh my gosh. That's such a wet reverb sound on the voice. It sounds like an awesome... Like, it sounds like one of those self-oscillating, not infinitely oscillating, but self-oscillating reverbs that have fans in them. And but it's such a wet sound. It also almost sounds like as though he's singing through a guitar, like a really old guitar amplifier, and they're using the built-in amplifier effects, like if they plugged it into like a twin reverb or something, and just really turned up the vibrato settings on it. I don't know. This is, yeah, it definitely gives you a sense of being underwater for sure. A Leslie speaker. I like this discordance here with the piano. You hear? There's a pog pedal on this right now. I can hear that for sure. With an octave up and some of an octave down. Huh. That was an interesting sound. Very, very discordant here. The songwriter and guitarist, John Theodore's on drums. Are they all official members of the band, Tara? Or is that just, there's the two and then the rest are touring? It sounds like there's a whammy pedal on it as well as a pog. Or maybe he's just playing all of that with a whammy pedal. And like a compressor. I don't know. And then these reverse delays. You hear these reverse reverbs? You can kind of hear the guitar sound happening in rewind. Hey, get to bed, Fantasy. Thank you for hanging out. Much love to you, my friend. You're the best. See you soon. And we're back into like a scene transition in the song, in the album. The way they addressed sibilance in that particular word, mistakes, because like sibilance being the sound an S makes, and like a word like mistakes, you get kind of a yucky sound if you're not careful. The sound without like a mic filter, like, you know, this little condom thing. Yeah, it mistakes is a tough word, but they went like mistakes. Yo, what's up, Rick Shim? Thanks for the raid, Rick and Party. Love you all. Welcome to the Rooskies.
And with every claymore that rain,
Or just reacting to the Mars Volta.
I won't forget who I'm looking for. Oh, mother, help me, I'm looking for.
The editing of the vocals there, I would also love to know how they recreated it live. I feel like they would have to have such a pedal board for the mic rig, but I don't know. I can't decide what I felt like that sounded like, but it did kind of give me the idea like a drowning person was saying it. I don't know. It was very... I mean, this has been pretty heavy, yo. I'm definitely digging this. Give me a second, though. Your boy got to pee again. And refill his water. Talking a lot. Guys, I got to be honest. This album has kind of wailed. Like, we are through 3 songs that have comprised, like, a pretty good chunk of the album. We're going into another one. And it seems like the mega long haul bangers are finished up after this one, but this one is Miranda, That Ghost Just Isn't Holy Anymore. Okay. Miranda is the mother, as I recall. Water is great. I have some tea. I should get into tea. I've only got caffeinated tea. I need to get like a nice chamomile, you know, something to help with the sleep. Because your boy's brain races. I love the ambience that they have to their songs. The long bangers are just getting started. I mean, I just mean like, you know, 13, 12, 13, and then none of them go double digits after that. There's definitely... It was like a pastoral sound, and now it's like sirens. Or distant whirring technology. Huh. Is that a theremin or a voice? Hey, YouTube comment section. While I've got the chat telling me about their tea situation, tell me about your tea situation. What teas should I be looking into to help me sleep? They don't have to be sweet, but I'd prefer them to be. Maybe a little bit sweet. I like hibiscus tea. That's pretty good. Ooh, there's a little tiny bass there that happened in the background. They split up the last song into a bunch of different parts, but it's all considered one giant song. Oh, okay. Man, that's prog AF. Okay. I've never tried the tea called D. If you say D's nuts, I'm gonna be so pissed at you. But tell me about D's teas. Okay, good. I've not had Deezer's lemonade. This has kind of been nice. I'm enjoying the fact that there's this soundscape here. I'm getting a little tense sitting here listening to it. So the tea talk is nice, you know? Like, this is getting out of hand as we're just sitting here having our tea and lemonade discussion. But isn't a sleepy time tea like a brand? So what kind of flavor or what kind of sleepy time tea? Yeah, Echoes vibe live in Pompeii for sure. Without some of the screechy sounds, though. So, can somebody give me a detailed rundown of the story, just like the TLDR, but like give me a little bit more than the TLDR? That was definitely a Pink Floyd Echoes sound. This isn't. Bro. Drive safe, Bor. The trumpet again. I really love the trumpet accompaniment. That was very, oh man, that guitar sound right there. It was very much the exact sound from Echoes. Oh my gosh. I have to do this because it's going to drive me crazy if I don't. Hang on. So we're going Echoes because it matters. Echoes. Live at Pompeii. Just so you can hear the sounds that are hitting me. It's this very... It's pretty early on. Like, there's 100% a similarity. And do yourself a friggin' favor if you have not heard that song. Like, don't leave the stream, don't leave the YouTube video. But if you want to see a mind-boggling, I'm going to listen to that again for 100% certainty song, go listen to Echoes Live at Pompeii, please and thank you. Also, that sound comes from Wish You Were Here from Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I have not heard that. I love this song. No, but I thought about listening to Gilmore's new album since I saw that it came out recently. Oh, man. I mean, they really do have such a deep depth, Walter, you suck. Such a depth to their lyricism through an ice pick of abscess reckoning. Like, they're not just, writing easy rhymes here. They're really writing a dark story, and they're carrying some heavy imagery within the words, and I think that that's just huge and dark and a little demented. But the way that they're presenting this whole story through the concept album with these transitionary pieces of scenery, where you're getting these ambient, reverby, echoey things with like bird noises and things that make you feel like you're outside. There's absolutely like a sonic thing that is kind of teleporting you via the sounds, and I think that makes this such an interesting listen. Almost to the point of like, if you've ever listened to like really fancy audiobooks that have like Hollywood storyboarding and like professional scores, almost like that, but with just words. With the only dialogue being what you hear in the album. It's so interesting. Oh man.
Separating the mother from child. Shaken battered, broken eyelid, raining maggots from its thigh. Traces that she leaves, she will skin you out alive. All the children go grinding their jaws.
Is that like in stress or with drugs? Oh my gosh. His vocal dynamics are unbelievably amazing. And like man, he's so good. Everyone turned away, used to the noose they obey. Oh my gosh. Like the idea of the noose being a threat to your life. You know? Wow. What's interesting to me is I was sitting here thinking about this as I'm hearing him sing, and I feel like this is a voice that I was kind of designed to fall in love with, right? Like, I've spent so much of my time investing my personal self into listening to the catalogs of Rush and Zeppelin, and to hear what this guy is doing and still being distinctly his own self is amazing to me. I'm actually like, Omar is the singer, I think you said? Is that correct? It's amazing. Cedric is the singer. I when you said songwriter, I wasn't sure. I thought the guitar player wrote the songs. And we're back to this horn and these transitions. And like, it sounds like there's rain falling, but I can't tell sometimes if it's the snare. Like they bit crushed a snare. This is so big. Like, this has been such a big sound. It's definitely like, oh, and then the stringed piece. I'm finding that this has so many cool things going for it, but it is conventionally speaking a more dark vibe than I walk around with typically. But I can't deny the genius of it, and I'm fascinated with it. But I feel like if I listened to music like this all the time, I'd walk around feeling pretty heavy, because I carry around, like, I'm pretty empathetic when it comes to the music I listen to. But I also find myself wanting to revisit this just so I can try to dig into all of the sounds that I'm sure I've missed to this point. I like that I'm hearing this guitar and this trumpet do the same thing. We're back into these transitionary pieces of walking around. So now there's a whole bunch of different Cassandras. So I'm guessing that this is all one name. This is all one song, like you said. Whoa. I want to hear that again. So who is Cassandra Gemini in relation to Miranda? There's definitely an element where you can't just discredit songs because or artists because they have a dark vibe, right? But it's like you also have to be conscientious of yourself to know that, like, if you are a person that is empathetic to the point that music will affect your mood, you need to be, in control of yourself to the point that you know when enough is enough. And I feel like I've come a long way in my life to get to that point, which is why I don't entertain a whole bunch of, like, the Smiths any longer. The same thing with Nine Inch Nails. I would say that's probably what's kept me distant from Tool throughout time. Because I recognize that is like an art that kind of delves in the darkness, That's not to say I don't go out of my way to listen to that kind of stuff. And trust me, it's not like I don't listen to songs that carry a darkness to them. I think it's an essential part of art, the yin and the yang. But as far as daily driving, I would probably return to The Widow for sure. And I'd listen to the album again, but I'd need to give myself a break and kind of either be prepared to have it on as white noise to hear some awesome guitar sounds, or go into it ready to listen and have feelings, I unless they had radio edits, you're kind of right, Crimson. But there's also something kind of nice about it, but yeah, they're not, it's not a playlist-friendly album, unless your playlist is like prog rock albums in order. Tara, you are seen, and we love you. Oh my gosh, that was a heavy alarm. Bro. The guitar. And then that transition into that. I thought it was going to stay heavy, and then it goes into that. Bro.
There was a frail syrup dripping off his lap danced lapel.
This is creepy as hell. I wouldn't shout out to Gizzard. Gizzard mentioned, yay! I wouldn't even know how to go about editing a vocal take to make it sound like this.
There was a frail syrup dripping off his lap danced lapel, punctuated by her decrepit brow. She washed down the hatching gizzard, soft as a name of needles. His old
There's like a flute sound, but I don't know if it's a flute because I'm hearing like delays on it. So I'm led to wonder if it's a synth. Can somebody provide me some clarity here?
name of needles. His orifice icicles hemorrhaged by combing her torso to the pile. Perspired, the trophy shelves made room for his collapse. She was a mink hand job in sarcophagus heels.
She was a mink hand job in sarcophagus heels. She was a mink hand job in sarcophagus heels.
Bring me to my knees. Read the sharpened lines on my arms. Let me blind.
For sure, life.
Shadows spilling from my lancet caress your water now. I'm gonna kill every last one.
Definitely more Greta Van Fleet than Led Zeppelin comparison, though. Like this guy's voice. Though this guy came significantly before Greta Van Fleet, so I would say that the Greta Van Fleet guy sounds more like this guy than he does Robert Plant. And yeah, the guitar is next level. Honestly, I really do think it's right up there with, like, Tom Morello. The sax here. Oh, man. Gotcha. Wow, what a sound. That reverb and delay. I don't know what a catafalque is. Kind of has like a math rock sort of sound to it, or like a Midwest emo sort of guitar sound to it. Just in this part. Also a little bit of Muse vibes. Think like Black Holes and Revelations era Muse. Which I guess came out like 2 years later, in like 07, I think. Dude, I'm really impressed. Oh my gosh. This has been my favorite song on the album for sure. No, we're going back. Oh man. See, I'm having a hard time. What Rush songs are you here? And again, forgive me, because again, I'm having a hard time hearing Geddy Lee in any of this. I can't think of too many Geddy songs that he gets. And maybe I'm just thinking too specific. Like I'm just thinking too specifically of his voice. I'm just not hearing as much Geddy Lee as I am like certain parts of Robert Plant. There is definitely more of a combination sound, like where I can hear the both of them, but not one or exclusively the other. I mean, like, which Rush songs do you feel you know, sound like Geddy Lee? Which, I'm trying to ask, tell me a Rush song that you think reminds you of this. Oh. In my brain, I literally am thinking, you're thinking Cygnus, like the first song on the album. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a bit of me that was thinking you were, I'm not, I was not, okay. I'm sitting here thinking like, you know, how are you know, how am I missing this? You know, okay. But in fairness, how many artists have the name Cygnus in any of their songs, period, whatsoever? Or albums, for that matter. I guess that album was Farewell to the King, but the friggin' word Cygnus. There. Had a small brain moment, guys. I'm so glad I turned the Spotify overlap on so we got to just go right into this particular part. I love that transition, even though it's all one song. Oh! Dude. You hear those double bends? Da 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 da.
If you should see the dice, charm with its snake choked eyes, you'll wear the widow's
Oh man.
because they're just your size.
This part reminds me a little bit of Anthem by Rush. The guitar, the instrumentation. This part. Bum bum ba da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun. That anthem.
Behind the snail secretion leaves a dry heap that absorbs a limbless procreation. Let the infant crawl deformed. God replace the breath of these.
I I just don't think Alex Lifeson is the kind of guitar player that does this. Maybe in like the Levius, like in the Hemispheres era, like earlier Rush for sure. Not necessarily as they evolved. And went further. Yeah, I was gonna say, Mr. Me Twitch. I would totally agree with you. Yeah, no, Alex shreds. Don't get me wrong, but it's a different kind of shredding altogether. I would never insult Mr. Lifeson. Trust me. I'm just saying it's a different kind of thing.
These suffocating sheets, and now and a craving calls to scratch my itchy teeth.
I guess the guitar playing on this is a little bit Livia Strangiato-y. You need to listen to Hemispheres then. That's an essential one. Dude, this song is a wailer. Oh, man. The bass line is a lot of fun, but it's like, is there an official member of the band that plays the bass? Mandible tongues. Crucified fires to petrified homes. This concept is gnarly because I know we're talking about, like, based on what Chad has shared, it seems like we are talking about like clergy members committing SA on a mother. Yeah, and so bringing in the religious imagery there is pretty heavy with crucified fires, and petrified homes almost makes me think like the household is turned to stone in fear, right? Like, I don't know. I'm trying really hard to decipher what I feel of these lyrics. He was bass player on 2 to 4 albums. Gotcha. So, Tarantism? Can somebody tell me what Tarantism means? I'm stupid. Welcome home, Boar. So Elbia is the sister.
Will float in, reflecting all the dusk. Can see from the stabbing these basement signals.
This is discordant and heavy and bombastic. And a lot. They're really just letting this fly off the handle. And out of that is born a guitar solo? Oh my goodness. That's a real thing. kind of a relief to know that people were crazy even in the 15th and 17th century. But, you know, like, you don't need a spider to bite you. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind, because if your friends don't dance, well, I already messed it up. I'm going back to this. I'm not going to do the safety dance bit. I started to, but I ruined it. I ruined it. Oh my goodness. That's the safety dance, by the way. The way these transitions and endings happen are so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable. They make such a tension. Such a fat, chunky, fuzzy guitar tone. What does that sound like to me? Any color you like, but that's not the one I'm thinking of, I don't think. I gotta hear it again. There's something in there. There's Any Color You Like is an instrumental, but it has that gal with the Great Gig in the Sky. Thank you. That's the one. Small brain. It's late. It's after midnight. But that's also, there's another song I'm thinking of. Any Color You Like is the synth intro. The yeah, I'm familiar. I just, Great Gig is what I was thinking of for sure. It's looking good on my end. You might try restarting. The song Gimme Shelter. That's what the beginning part is that I'm thinking of. It's Gimme Shelter. That's what I was thinking of. Frig, I feel so smart right now. I'm wearing a friggin' Rolling Stones t-shirt. $1.15, remember that. That sound is also a sound that you would hear in Gimme Shelter. It's the same. Night Scoots, I love you. Thank you for being around, friend. I didn't hear any of you saying the words "Gimme Shelter" there in the beginning. Come on. Yo. What's up, heretic? I honestly don't know what he means by that, though. PoE 2 is so good. I love that game so much. We both played for way too long the other night, by the way, Crimson. Worth it, though. I love these bass walk-ups so much. So this is Faminepulse. This is really, really big. And it walked up. I love that bass line so much. This really kind of wails, dude. A little bit of a giz sound right here. Like, definitely a giz sound here. With all of the guitar layers. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. Yeah, we've still got a little bit to go. Roughly this song, probably another 20 minutes. I love that big voice. That his dynamics to go from these huge, loud, belting screams to just this breathy, whispery sound.
I said one day you'll remember behind the melting cones. You always had a family in the burial of your home.
All of the different guitar tones are also very, very, very interesting. Oh, man. Mods, let's see how long we can push the ad break. Did he slurp spaghetti mid-song? Yeah, for sure. It's actually a recording technique that all of us do. You just don't notice it. I do raids. Do you have a kind person that's not gonna, you know, be a schmuck? You stuck around, you participated, I'll take your word for it. I normally see if anybody I'm following is checking it out. Bam, ba, bam. This lead is awesome. Oh man. Oh man, I love that. Oh man. I love the organ sound with this rushed slamming drum. I love his voice so much. He's got such a presence and conviction with it. That's who it reminds you of. That's who it reminds you of. That's awesome. Okay, you found it. Ooh. They make a lot of these noises with their guitar, like where it's kind of like you've got your effects on and you're not really playing anything, but you just kind of like brush your hand or like a pick kind of scrapes against a string and it doesn't make like a full noise. It's just kind of like you bumped your guitar with it, you know? So it's just kind of got like that echoey sound, like your pedals are still on and they're affecting whatever the bumped sound was, but they use those like as part of the song and it just really adds a layer to the soundscape that I've really enjoyed. Gotcha. So if you get hit with ads, I am sorry. Oh man, that bass line. Oh man. Oh man, I love that. And that descending synth noise, that's maybe it's a guitar noise, honestly, with them twisting delay knobs. Oh man. The pan work is also really good. Oh no, I didn't want to go back that far. What's really cool to me about hearing the drums in this song is it sounds like if you close your eyes, you're sitting behind the seat. Like you can hear when he hits the ride, it's off to your right, like where a regular ride would be. And I just like the fact that they panned as if you're sitting at in the drummer's throne. Even the toms pan. Like one tom is literally panned slightly to your left and one tom is literally panned slightly to your right. Like the rack toms. I really like their instrumental choices. So this does sound like what they sound like live then. Okay. That's good to know. I have enjoyed this one quite a bit. Oh, man. Bow, 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 bow. So we're now into this one. I'm actually going to hit pause, and it's gonna make me... Actually, no, it's not. It looks like I have snoozes still. Good. Is this just an instrumental? I think this is just an instrumental. Oh, man. What's up, Trix? We are reacting to the Mars Volta album. Oh, man. They don't jam as much on the reunion tour as they did in their heyday. I'm enjoying this. It's very much like a hard psychedelic sound, and I like that. Oh, man. Yeah, that self-oscillating sound. Like, I love that they learn how to control it. Bow, 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 bow. Down, 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 down. And this has just got such an interesting... And then there's these little rim shots. And this has that sound, those sounds I was telling you about, like where it this is such a polished sound, dude. Like, even the dirty sounds are so polished. Hey, love you, Bish. Thank you for being around so long, man. I hope you sleep well and work isn't ruined. I want to go back and hear that guitar part, though. I wonder what equipment setup they're using for this. What's up, Uni? I'm glad you're still here. The drums have a real heartbeat to this, but they find so many different ways to incorporate bombastics in what they do. Nor have I, Trix. Oh, man. No, 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 no. This screeching, it's like it's almost like there's like hall reverbs or like some chorus reverbs. I don't know. It's like there's like a harsh shimmer kind of thing happening on it. Oh, man. Down, down. Yeah, I'd have to revisit that song to tell you. That's an Echo sound by Pink Floyd. Yeah, I'm closing her down after this album. Your boy is tired. I feel like the bass has really been one of the only things that has been consistent in this particular song. They really make ambient delays and echoes creepy. And then they hit you with an Iron Man guitar sound. Oh, man. That's so big, dude. Oh, and now we're on to the next one. It's getting heavier and faster. Oh, man. Definitely a gig, like a great gig in the sky vibe. Oh, man. So much more chaotic and discordant. My gosh. And these squeals. I think that they're making these noises with like guitar delay sounds. Oh, man. We all should have. Dang. I definitely loved this, though. And then we revisit it. And then we get a clean saxophone. Like they cleaned up the tone. Oh man, what a way to bring it back in. And then we're back to that bass line. I'm really, really impressed with this whole thing. Oh my Lanta. That didn't have lyrics at all. Oh, okay, yeah, it did. I'm such a dingleberry. That didn't have lyrics at all. The guitar here, dude. And then these are like very short. The last two, I feel like it's over. Oh. Oh man. this part. Bro. Yeah, hugely awesome reprise. Oh, dang. This is really cool. And there's that word I don't know again. The Last of Us intro song. This is Sarcophagi. A lacrimal cloud. Wow. And he revisited that double entendre of the word sewing. This was for sure a lot avant-garde in a huge way, especially for the time period it came out. I think if I would have listened to this in its entirety when I was a freshman in high school, I never would have appreciated it for what it actually is. But this song, this album is just so rooted in so many of the classic rock things I like. It does feel like a marathon, and it's almost like there's such a big boisterous nature to the album that some parts of it feel fatiguing, but then when you get hit with something like a really awesome guitar solo, like that fatigue completely goes away, and you're left wondering, like, how the heck did they do that? How did they arrange this? Listen to all of these dynamics. There's a tremendously wonderful thing about the way this album works, even though it's certainly dark and depressing in nature. It's actually unbelievably good. I'm super mind blown. Yeah, this was 100% worth the time. We didn't even get to the last song. I'll put it on the song wheel when I get to the points. That's not the last. We didn't get to the last song, really? Okay. Golly day. Well, guys, that album was a mega banger. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. I love you guys. Goodbye.